So here's my next project before it snows. I have a scrap metal pile started here and a junk pile that needs to go to a dumpster because I don't want to burn the plastic of the pool. But if it comes down to it and I have to, boy, I could have that gone in just a little bit of time. But these tires keep getting moved around. They were moved out of the barn. They were moved to the front of the shop because I thought he would put them in the shop. Then I thought he would put them up in the storage trailer. And it was at the end of my pregnancy. The boys rolled a bunch up there. And that's as far as they got because the tires got bigger and heavier with rims instead of just being tires. So this is where they're at. It's time to move on. Get this out of here before it snows.
We're at the scrapyard in Lansing, and there's train tracks here, and there's a switch right down there.
Here's an aluminum pile.
Yeah. In that barrel, there's buckets and boxes of junk. Whoa! Wow! It's beautiful. It's colorful wrappers. Industrial trucks. Look at that claw thing.
Out there to get my ticket.
Wow. There's a stop sign there.
Stop! Don't push me!
Yeah. I wonder why it would be here. There's something, oh, there's a Schwinn exercise bike and a mountain bike too. Lots of wheels and bikes. There's a grill and is that a washing machine?
Jack, you may step out and you can film. You can stand at the back by the trailer. Don't stand in front.
Okay. Look at that. Right here, this is a dishwasher here. There's a washer or dryer. This is crazy. Some guy brought a drill or a grill. We're bringing an old mower. There's a mangled fan.
So here's part 2 of our spring cleanup. We made it to the scrapyard. And the awesome part about this is you actually get paid for your metal. So we've got the whole trailer loaded up with everything we found in our woods. And we save all of our old tin cans because we don't have curbside recycling out in the country.
Yeah.
And we're getting paid for it. So it's a nice sunny day. Scrap prices are decent. We got this old lawnmower, all kinds of pieces of old barn siding. Separate out wiring, batteries, copper pipe. Got all these old T-posts. We've got miles and miles of fencing, but they take up so much space. Just get those.
And with the money that we get from the scrap, we're going to go to Menards and get wood for a layout.
want to hit you. I want you up here for safety. Here.
Okay. Hi guys.
Hey. You have to be careful. License plate.
Oh yeah, I see it. Right there. There's a sandbox dump truck. You threw that high.
So if you come to the scrapyard to get rid of your stuff, an advisory warning to you is to be careful. There is scrap metal that can cut your tires, and any value you would get from a little bit of scrap would be erased from having to replace your tire if you cut your sidewall open, because some of this stuff is pretty wicked. Obviously the kids stay in the vehicle. I let Jack out so that he could be here to film a little bit for us. But the piles go and go. They have all their own equipment here for processing the metal. There's a guy down here. He just brought a vehicle in. I talked about scrapping the Buick. The Buick's only in scrap metal about $300, $350. So it's of more value to sell it to somebody as a still running used car than to scrap it. Plus you have to have your title to bring it in, which I do, but it's not worth it. So they crush them, they don't part them out here. It is the last stop for the vehicles. A lot of times they'll go to the local junkyards first. But these processing plants are pretty amazing. Everything's sorted here by different types of metal. He had us take all of our stuff, a lot of household stuff, into one pile. It was all stuff from the barn. You can see there's a mower there, there's a welding cart, there's another exercise bike. I see a grill, there's a front of a car. So this is all stuff that gets made into something else. Old garage doors, they'll make melt this all down and make pop cans out of it. And just all this stuff was brand new items that people just had to have and loved and wanted. We are about 2 city blocks back from the entrance of the building. We came in up at the front up here, checked in and drove in. There's a building up here for batteries and copper. But see, somebody's a photograph on a sheet of metal. But yeah, glass, gotta be careful. Here's a car trunk. We passed burning barrels. It's just interesting to see all the things that end up here. Oh, same photo. They couldn't sell them. They scrapped them. So Dad got the rest of us unloaded while I was showing you the scrapyard. We made our contribution. So when you come in, they give you a weigh ticket. Now we drive up to the front, get weighed again empty, and then go into the building, and they give you a slip. You get paid right back out, and you go away with cash. You don't even have to go to the bank to get a check. So 1,200 pounds of scrap later, I left this water heater so that I could use the inner tank for a hog feeder. You can cut them in half. And there's a fuel tank missing from over there. There were 2 fuel tanks here, so they're missing. I have to have husband sort these wheels out. I've got a set of fenders for my trailer. And some of these wheels are for like old Chevy Longhorns, and he collects those, so I can't just pitch them. This is one of my next projects. This is a working, I think it's a 1951. It's a tow motor. It's an LT48. super rare, and that's going to be one of my next projects. Besides hauling scrap today, this was one of my projects. This is one of the tanks that was over there. This is one of the tanks that was over there, and it needed scraped and primed. So it's got a fresh coat of red paint. You can see the streakiness of it. It's going to get a second coat tomorrow, hopefully. Looking at some weather issues. So it's got the hand pump on it, and he had this on loan to a customer, and because it had gas in it, I didn't want him to worry about having to cut it to make maple syrup plans out of it. Kids are playing basketball. Bethany's getting all upset at her big brothers. So, second coat of red paint on this tomorrow. And the legs, I'll get a fresh coat of black paint on them. They're just primed right now. The old dishwasher, I parted that out. Little by little, things get cleaned up.